General Hospital will reveal that Lucy has encountered Sidwell and quickly connected with him. Sidwell is no ordinary guest. He was once a notorious crime boss with a fearsome reputation in the underworld. After suffering a bitter defeat in Africa, when Holly stole his precious diamonds and his base was destroyed by Anna and Jason during the rescue of Lucky, Sidwell vanished from everyone's sight. But now, he returns with a new ambition, to restore his power and expand his influence in Port Charles, where he can manipulate the major forces at play. Lucy, always sharp to opportunities, quickly recognizes the potential value in collaborating with Sidwell. Without hesitation, she approaches him, striking up a clever conversation to make an impression. Sidwell, with his keen nature, also realizes that Lucy is not just an ordinary businesswoman. She is an ambitious woman, always ready to cross boundaries to achieve her goals. This accidental meeting soon transforms into an informal negotiation. While talking, Lucy keenly notices the bitterness in Sidwell's eyes when he mentions Holly. He does not hide his deep hatred for the woman who caused him to lose everything that mattered most. Sidwell not only wants revenge on Holly but is also determined to restore his honor by reclaiming what is rightfully his. Lucy sees an opportunity. If she can exploit Sidwell's rage to turn him into a powerful ally, deception could go further than ever before. However, to convince Sidwell to cooperate, Lucy must pay a steep price. Sidwell, a schemer, proposes using Sasha as a pawn in his plan. Sasha is not only a woman easily manipulated but is also pregnant with Michael's child, the heir to Sunny, a strategic piece in the power game in Port Charles. Sidwell realizes that controlling Sasha would not only help him take revenge on Sunny but also create leverage to solidify his position. Lucy, tempted by the prospect of expanding deception, agrees to this frightening deal, despite the consequences. She understands that this is a risky gamble, but the benefits are too great to ignore. Both Lucy and Sidwell know that their partnership is not based on trust but a pure exchange of interests, where each has their own agenda. The alliance between Lucy and Sidwell not only signals potential dangers but also sets the stage for a new, high-stakes conflict in Port Charles, where no one can predict the outcome. Sasha, in the early months of her pregnancy, tries to maintain a peaceful life amidst the endless turmoil in Port Charles. Carrying Michael's child, the heir to the Corinthos family, she is unaware that this unborn child has made her the perfect target in Sidwell's dark plot. The baby is not only a symbol of the future of the Corinthos family but also the key for anyone wanting to manipulate power in the underworld of Port Charles. Sidwell, cold and calculating, quickly recognizes the strategic value of controlling Sasha. With a direct connection to Sunny, one of the most powerful figures in the city's criminal underworld, Sasha becomes an important pawn for Sidwell to fulfill his ambitions of dominating the underground market. Sidwell not only wants revenge on Sunny for the losses he's endured, but he also sees an opportunity to seize the top position in the criminal system by controlling the Corinthos family. Lucy, despite her glamorous image as a successful businesswoman, cannot resist the temptation of power and the ambition to expand deception. She fully understands the danger of aligning with Sidwell but is drawn to what he can offer. In a secret meeting with Sidwell, Lucy makes a risky decision. Ignoring her conscience, she agrees to use Sasha as bait in exchange for Sidwell's support in growing deception. Sidwell's plan is simple but ruthless. First, he will pressure Sasha by threatening to reveal secrets or harm her and the baby. Fear will force Sasha to act according to his will. Through Sasha, Sidwell can get closer to Michael, and from there, target Sunny, who is always willing to do anything to protect his family. Meanwhile, Lucy tries to maintain a normal exterior and keep her role in the plan hidden. She reassures herself that this is a necessary sacrifice for deception to rise to new heights. However, deep down, she cannot deny the feeling of guilt knowing her decision may put Sasha and the innocent child in an inescapable danger. In the days that follow, Sasha begins to feel like she is being watched. She notices unusual signs, appraising looks, mysterious phone calls, and the sense that something is happening that she cannot control. Michael, sensitive to changes, also feels the growing tension around Sasha but cannot yet figure out the cause. Sidwell, meanwhile, continues to tighten his grip. He not only manipulates Sasha but also uses every trick to undermine her relationship with Michael, creating rifts that make her more isolated and easier to control. His plan is not only aimed at Sunny but also designed to exploit every weakness of the Corinthos family to build his own empire. Lucy, still appearing confident on the outside, begins to feel the pressure of the choices she has made. She knows she has gone too far but also realizes that turning back now is impossible. She can only continue down the dangerous path she helped create, not knowing that the consequences will soon spiral out of control and plunge all of Port Charles into unprecedented chaos. The WSB, the secret intelligence organization always operating in the shadows, cannot ignore Sidwell's presence in Port Charles. With his notorious criminal history, Sidwell quickly falls under the organization's radar. Leading the investigation is Brennan, a veteran agent with a strategic mind and sharp instincts. Brennan not only aims to disrupt Sidwell's plans but also to devise a long-term strategy to control the situation in Port Charles, where underworld forces are constantly at odds and in flux. However, things become more complicated when a personal factor enters the equation: Carly. Carly, a tough and captivating woman, accidentally enters Brennan's life. Initially, she was just an unwitting factor in the plan, but her presence quickly stirs something in Brennan's heart. This unexpected romantic feeling threatens to disrupt his focus and resolve. Carly, known for her strong will and ability to adapt to difficult situations, is not easily manipulated by anyone, including Brennan. Her steadfastness could change the entire dynamics, putting Brennan's ambitions at risk of collapsing. Meanwhile, in Port Charles, the partnership between Sidwell and Lucy begins to attract attention. Their public meetings at major events and the endless rumors circulating cause a stir among the city's elite. Although on the surface, their relationship seems like a business alliance, those close to them sense something more sinister beneath. Lucy's collaboration with someone like Sidwell not only worries her old allies but also raises suspicion among other powerful factions in the city. Lucy, who has always prided herself on controlling every situation, begins to feel the pressure from all sides. She understands that aligning with Sidwell is a double-edged sword. However, Lucy cannot resist the vision of developing deception into a greater empire than ever before. But will she realize that Sidwell, with his own ambitions, is quietly manipulating her? Every step he takes is calculated to serve his goal of dominating the underworld market in Port Charles, regardless of who must be sacrificed along the way. As Sidwell and Lucy continue their plans, Sasha grows increasingly uneasy. Every move, every glance seems to be following her, making Sasha feel trapped. With the baby in her womb, her anxiety intensifies. Sasha understands that not only her life but the future of the child is being threatened by forces she is unaware of. Michael, always attentive and sensitive to changes around him, begins to notice the abnormal behavior. He observes Lucy's increasingly strange attitude and the worried signs from Sasha. Although he hasn't connected all the dots, Michael senses that something terrible is unfolding. Conflicts, secrets, and ambitions begin to intertwine, creating a complex and dangerous picture. As the underworld forces, WSB, and key figures like Carly, Lucy, Sidwell, Sasha, and Michael are drawn into this whirlwind, Port Charles faces the risk of becoming a battleground for an unprecedented power struggle. The only question left is, who will stand tall, and who will fall in this game full of betrayal and peril?